but of course we know it much better as the Mass Monumental. It is a monster matchup, Jim Begley.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
The action has already started. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, there's no doubt as to who the creative hub in the side is. It's Mikel Oyarzabal. He boasts some of the most impressive records when it comes to goals and assists, Peter, helped by the fact that he can play anywhere across that front line, and also he has a real willingness to run beyond the strikers, and there's a lot to admire about this guy.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. Cucurella. Fabian Ruiz. Rodri. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Rodri. Cucurella. Fabian Ruiz. And here's Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal! It's there!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
So, a breakthrough already. McAllister. Argentina are already trailing here early on. They cannot afford to let this get worse.
Look, they've simply been punished for a sleepy start. Time for that wake-up call.
Senesi. Fernandez. Argentina needing to chase the game already. Otamendi gently done. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Oyarzabal. McAllister wins the duel this time. Romero. Fernandez. Tagliafico. And they're not going to make any further progress now.
Well, I'm starting to see much more movement off the ball now, Peter, which is obviously a big plus.
And surely more options then for the man on the ball.
Well, you would think so, and I think also we're going to see them just wear their opposition down and force mistakes. They can be quite relentless.
McAllister, and that's really well manoeuvred. Argentina going about it patiently, perhaps too patiently. Fabian Ruiz. Nico Williams. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Ah, lovely feeding, is such a good mover. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Pedri! McAllister. Moved on forwards. Argentina ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Yamal. Pedri has created one goal already. Nico Williams. Fabian Ruiz. Williams. Nico Williams tries a cross. Tagliafico tries to clear. Fernandez. Otamendi. McAllister played up towards the front line. Nico Williams. Cucurella. That's a throw. Simeone. Messi. Tagliafico. McAllister. McAllister shifted upfield. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. Eric Garcia, aim forwards. Muscular approach does pay off here. Senesi. Romero. Fernandez. And it's played forward. Calmly anticipates. Cucurella. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? And here's Oyarzabal. Simeone. Romero. Otamendi. Fernandez. Alvarez looks to get on the end of this. Kubasi. Nico Williams. Simeone. Now it's Alvarez. Oyarzabal. Now it's Williams. Cucurella. Oh, they could be... And the shot! Oh, it's come loose. He can get that clear. A chance to play it in. Williams. Senesi. Simeone. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the supports have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Argentina can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Nico Williams goes hurtling down that left-hand side. Played back in. Rodri. Oyarzabal. Fernandez. McAllister. Tagliafico. Tagliafico forwards and with intent. Cucurella. Nico Williams. Nico Williams goes on a run down the left wing. Pedri shifted upfield. Fabian Ruiz. Can he finish? Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Cucurella clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
Senesi. Romero. The message is clear, none shall pass. Llorente. Kubasi. Argentina have a free kick. Nico Williams. Nico Williams. Cucurella. That's a throw. Fernandez. Now by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. That's really well manoeuvred. Simeone is onto it in a flash. Nico Williams. And it's Pedri. Cucurella looking to hit the byline here. Now that's a fine challenge. Senesi. Forward it goes. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
That has been knocked clear. Oh, sweet feet. And it's made its way to him. Lofted in. Al Kubasi clears it away. Senesi.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Otamendi. And it's played forward. Alvarez. And it's Messi. Pedri. Fabian Ruiz. Cucurella. And here's Oyarzabal. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Senesi. Romero. Otamendi. Pinged towards the front line.
Spain are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way-through zone.
Over to the left. Can he deliver? Fabian Ruiz. Cleared away. Messi. Senesi. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Pedri. Yamal. Pedri. And here's Llorente. Oh, that's nice. And here's Yamal. Yamal's cross. Defending of the desperate variety. Yamal. Pedri. Rodri. Llorente. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Yamal! Oh, super goal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed. Spain are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead. Romero.
Argentina really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
Cucurella. Simeone. And here's Alvarez. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Llorente. Pedri. Oyarzabal. And here's Yamal. Into the last 5 minutes. That's tidy. They've won a corner. And he's there to clear it. Otamendi tries to clear. Fabian Ruiz! There was plenty of power on that. But couldn't steer it in. Romero can get it clear. Can he finish? McAllister.